We gotta do little jams more often. All right, evening, you guys. Let's see. That's more in tune. Let's see. 1, 2, 2, 3.
Take me to the water and I'll dive right in. I'm ready to let go of everything that's been. I said take me to the mountain and I'll climb on up. From the highest peak, beauty's gonna fill my cup. I say yes, I say yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, yes, I say yes. I say yes, yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes. I say yes, 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 knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, knowing all is well. Throw routine right out the door. When I'm scared, I know it leads me to something more. Widen my gaze and see all there is. Take a leap of faith, I'm gonna find that bliss. I say yes, I say yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, yes, I say yes. I say yes, yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes. I say yes, 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 knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, knowing all is well.
Let's do one more chorus.
I say yes, yes, I say yes. I say yes, yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes. I say yes, 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 knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes, knowing all is well.
Thank you for that very happy tune. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Northern Colorado. My name is Rev Lea, Alvarado. So glad that you've joined us today. Welcome to those online as well. So we are an inclusive community. We honor all paths to God. We honor all faith traditions, all lifestyles, all beliefs. Wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome here. And we study the teachings of Ernest Holmes, who believed that as you change your thinking, you change your life. And each week you're going to hear practical tools that you can apply and take out into your life every week. Yeah. So let's recite our mission and our vision together. Our mission: we are an inclusive community, inspiring personal growth, spiritual practice, and a positive way of life. And our vision: to awaken humanity, revealing a world that works for everyone. Okay, it's kiddo time. Yay, let's give him a hand.
It's processional music. Y'all ready?
Is everything there is, so I am part of God. I know there's lots of good for me and everybody else. I'm thankful and grateful for everything we have. So I let go of this prayer, and so it is.
All right.
Woo! Thank you, kids. Thank you, thank you. Hi, thank you. Okay, Marie, she's got a few announcements.
Hello. Okay, May outreach. This is what's happening. The MS Societies Walk MS on May the 20th in Boulder, Colorado. Starts at 9:30 a.m. The church has formed a team to walk to help create a world free of MS. So if you would like to join the team, you can do that on our website. We're going to raise some funds to help create a world free of MS, which works for me.
Isn't that great? Yeah.
Social hour, beginning on May 21st, the day after the walk. So walk, socialize. See how it all works out? Starting from 4 to 4:45, the third Sunday of every month going forward, we are going to have a social hour over across the breezeway there in the classrooms. And conversation, connections with like-minded folks, and probably lots of people that are here, too.
Yeah. And snacks. We'll have snacks.
Oh, and snacks.
That's exciting.
Doesn't say that here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I left that out of the notes. Sorry.
Oh, it does say refreshments,
Okay. Well.
which is,
yeah.
okay,
Snacks.
my bad. Guest speaker next week, we have Reverend Scott Aubrey will be our guest speaker on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
The title of his talk, Motherhood, a Creation Story. Reverend Scott has been in ministry for more than 25 years. He's a wonderful man and a great guest speaker. Come join us on Mother's Day for that. I am looking forward to Reverend Scott talking about Mother's Day.
Yes.
I think it's a perfect thing. Newsletter, website, cslnoco.org, QR code, all right there, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, Marie. Oh, yes, please.
Yes. Is this on? Yes. I have a quick announcement. This Friday, May 12th, I'll be playing at Ace Gillette's downtown Fort
Yay.
Collins. Yeah. So I'd love to see you there. It's 5 to 7 p.m. And I'll be down in the lounge playing piano and singing, and it's a really cool place. So come by if you are able.
Thank you, Julie. Julie is an amazing jazz artist. So she does a little thing different here on Sundays, but if you've not heard her, it's a treat. She's quite outstanding, quite special. All right, so settle back as we go within. We're going to begin with an opening prayer, meditation, and a song.
Will you join me in prayer? We take a breath together. And I invite you to close your eyes if it's comfortable. And we'll let our attention focus gently on our breath. Allowing our minds to clear. We invite our bodies to relax. And we allow our hearts to open to this sacred moment in time and in space. As we release all the activity of the day and the busyness of our minds, we let our attention move within to that deep, sacred, peaceful place within our own being, where we feel and know that we are one with the infinite, one with the divine. And as we acknowledge that we are coming together in prayer, we realize that we are coming together as one community, a community of like-minded and like-hearted people. That together we are a light, we are an energy, we are a peace, we are a force for healing and for harmony. And I give thanks that as this community unites in consciousness, that we truly express and radiate the living truth of the Spirit within. And so in this consciousness, I am knowing that this day is unfolding easily, peacefully, exactly as it needs to unfold. That each person here is called here by divine appointment to feel and know the greater good of their own beautiful divine self. I give thanks that we have our beautiful Reverend Lea, and that her words are inspired, and that each one of us here receives exactly what is ours to receive. I am grateful for our music that lifts our spirits and generates that vibrational energy of joyful peace and love and power. I am grateful for our young people who are meeting across the way, and for all the volunteers who are working with them, knowing that each one embraces a light in their hearts that guides them every step of their day. I give thanks for all the volunteers who make this day happen, this gathering, our meal together, our sense of oneness and togetherness. And so with deep gratitude, I simply declare that this service is unfolding for the light, for the wholeness, and for the highest good. And so it is. Amen.
I am that I am. I am
This song's by Sinead O'Connor. It's called I Am Enough for Myself. Let's see. I'm going to play it up here. It's my capo real up high like a proper singer-songwriter. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the days are long till the baby comes. God will take all fear if you say this clear. I am enough for myself. I don't need anything else. I am enough for myself. I am in your heart. I only can have that part. I am in your dreams. I only can touch these things. I am who gives the breath. I am your nakedness. I am nothing at all, and I am singing your song. I am that am I. I am that am I. I am that I am. I am enough for myself.
That was beautiful. Thank you both. Okay, so all month we are talking about intention. And today I'm talking about the power of intention and how to apply that in your life. You know, setting an intentions, we've all done it, I'm sure all of us, mostly around New Year's, but here we are in May, and I think it's a good time, yeah? So there's a process to it, to actually being successful with it, and I'm gonna talk about that today. I'm gonna teach you that. I've spent some time over the last couple of months geeking out on Joe Dispenza. Now, many of you know who he is. I've known who he is forever, but I signed up for a course recently, and I was really blown away by his magnificence and just his wisdom. So he's a neuroscientist. If you don't know who he is, he's a neuroscientist, he's an author, he's a lecturer, and he's pretty fantastic. I'm also teaching right now Prosperity Plus, and this is a class, it's the workings of Mary Morrissey, and it's all about creating your dreams and making your dream happen. And so I'm going to be sharing a little bit about the intention process that I learned from her as well. So one of the things that Joe Dispenza talks about is the unified field. And this unified field is consciousness. It is that pure potential that is available to all of us, and it underlies all creation. So it is an energy and a consciousness that is underneath and back of all of creation. And that field, that pure potentiality, is something that we can actually access and we can work with. It is the source of all. And so that's what I'm going to focus on today. Joe Dispenza talks about accessing this field in a particular way. And you might know what I'm about to say: meditation. Meditation is the best way to access this. And because as we tap into it, we can create profound change in our lives. Mary Morrissey shares 3 steps to manifestation: intention, attention, and expectation. Those are the 3: intention, attention, and expectation. So the first step, intention, we have to get clear. We have to get clear about what it is we want, what it is that we desire. Whether it's related to finances or health or relationships or career or some other aspect of your life. What is your intention? So I want you to ponder that as I go through my talk today. Is it to increase the amount of money that's coming in, the abundance in your life? Is it to experience less pain in your physical body? Is it to heal a condition in your body? Is it to meet your divine partner? Is it that? Is it to heal some emotional wound that you've been carrying since childhood? So look at your life. Look at whatever area in your life where there might be some suffering. Now, suffering's a strong word. So maybe discontent might be a better way of saying it. But if there's a part of your life where there's some discontent, and you know what that is, we all have it, that's an area in your life where you're not experiencing freedom. And that could be, just try it on, could be a place to begin, a place where there's some growth that's possible there and an intention that you can create for your life around that. Because that's where you're going to have the biggest breakthrough, is in the area where you are suffering, where you have discontent. That's going to be the area where there's a breakthrough that's possible. Deepak Chopra said, "Intention is the starting point of every dream." So our dream begins by setting an intention. And so as you bring to your mind right now in your heart something that you want, something that you truly desire, funny thing that happens when we do this, when we say we're going to take on this thing and I'm going to focus on this intention and I want this in my life, the mind comes in and says, that's not possible. That's not going to happen for you. When we dream big and we claim something powerful in our life, all the things that are in opposition to that come up. The ego will give us all the reasons why it will not work. The ego mind will convince us that we're too old, we're too sick, it's too late for us, the too whatever. will come in and convince us that it's not going to work. And then we buy into that as if it's the truth. We buy into it, and it's not. So I want you all right now to close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to set an intention for your life. My intention for my life is fill in the blank. First thing that comes to mind, don't overanalyze it, don't try to overthink it. What is that intention for your life? Let yourself feel that and the power of it. Okay, so opening your eyes. So we're going to sit with that for the rest of the service and hopefully beyond that. The next step that Mary Morrissey talks about is attention. So where are you placing your attention? Every day, when you think about your day, as you go through your day, where are you placing your attention? Notice what you mentally rehearse each day. Where is the focus of your attention? Your predominant focus is what? We cannot say that we want abundance when our attention is focused on lack. We cannot say that we want great or perfect health when we're focused on our conditions and our pain all day long. We are sending mixed messages to the divine. The divine says, what do you want? Do you want to keep focusing on the pain and the conditions, or do you want something new, something that will actually allow you to live your full potential in this life? So if we spend time rehearsing a new experience that we desire in our life, and if we do it daily, that's the key, daily, on a regular basis, it cannot help but come to our life. It's the law. This is the law of attraction at work. Like attracts like. Raymond Hollywell said, law does not question or challenge the kind of picture we give to it. It only knows that it must take what is offered or planted and then materialize it into visible form. The law is impersonal. It takes whatever is planted into it and brings it to us. So that means whether it's positive or negative, it will bring it to us. It just says yes, yes. And then we're wondering, I've been doing these affirmations, why is this showing up over here? I wanted this instead. I'm going to talk about affirmations in a minute. So it just reflects back to us whatever our predominant attention is on. That's what it does. So if we want change in our life, if we want to experience have a different experience, we have to create a new practice. Our attention has to be on something else. First, we have to be aware of where our attention has been, and then choose something else. When we notice that we're getting stuck in the past, or we're getting stuck on some thought that's disempowering or not serving us, we notice it, we observe it, and we let it go. We don't beat ourselves up for that or shame ourselves for that. We just notice it and then choose a different thought, bringing ourselves back to the present moment. Some of you are becoming very aware, maybe in this moment, of how limiting your thoughts have been. Don't judge yourself for that. Just notice it. Remember, the spiritual path is all about awareness. It's all about awareness, noticing, and then making a different choice. That's all it is. There goes that mind chatter again. There it is. I see it. I'm noticing it. Joe Dispenza said that the process of change requires learning and unlearning. That's really what change asks us to do. So we have to unlearn a few things, and that's going to be uncomfortable. Unlearning those old patterns of thinking, some of which we've held on to or have been a part of us for decades. And so it's going to take some time. And the mind and the body is going to resist that because it's been trained to function in a particular way for a very long time. And so in those moments when we are in that resistance and we don't want to change, We're so good at this as humans. We analyze, we examine, we want to talk to other people first. We want to do all the things before we actually make that change. And the ego, that's the ego. The ego's going to keep pulling us away from that power that is within us and that potential that is within us. That's its job. Joe Dispenza says that our personality is made up of how we think, how we act, and how we feel. How we think, how we act, and how we feel. And our personality creates our personal reality. So if we're thinking the same old ways and we're behaving the same old ways, the same ways that we always have, and so therefore our personality stays the same, then our personal reality is going to respond to that. As we begin to think differently, behaving differently, thinking differently, feeling differently, then our personal reality is going to respond to that. Yes? Makes sense. And that's going to lead us to down a whole different path. Our thoughts carry a certain frequency, a certain vibration, a certain feeling tone to them, and you can feel that. When you say certain things, if you're paying attention, the vibration that love has is one of the highest vibrations and frequencies that exist on this planet. There's the frequency of freedom, there's the frequency of peace, there's the frequency of joy. They all have a slightly different frequency. And then there's the frequency of our challenges, our problems, our judgments, our criticisms. So they each have a different frequency and a different vibration. We cannot create from the same energy that we have been living. If we have been living in speaking, thinking in a certain way, and that frequency, if that frequency doesn't align with the frequency that we are desiring over here, which is the frequency of freedom and the frequency of peace and the frequency of joy, we can't get there from here. We have to shift so that they are aligned. We can't focus our energy on what's not working in our life and then expect to experience freedom. It's just not possible. This is based on scientific principles. This is why our philosophy is called science of mind, because there is a science to manifesting what it is that we desire. Einstein said, everything is energy. It can be no other way. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and it must be yours. This is not philosophy. This is physics. So we have to make new choices. We have to create an intention for our life and then spend time focusing on what it is that we desire, giving it attention. So one way to do that is to focus on how we want it to feel. How we want it to feel, that's one of the most important things. Feeling what freedom would feel like. Feeling what no pain in our bodies would feel like. Feeling what manifesting more money would feel like. Feeling what meeting and connecting with our divine partner would feel like. Ernest Holmes said, the universe responds to our intentions. When we align our thoughts and feelings with what we want to create, we tap into the infinite power of the universe. That's the unified field. That's divine consciousness. And feeling will get us there. We have to feel it as though it is already here right now in our life. Not at some point in the future, but now. It isn't enough, though, to just create our intention. You probably got that by now. It isn't enough to just say, I want this in my life. We have to give our dream attention by bringing it into our meditation time, by imagining what it is that we want and feeling it. And we have to become so familiar with what it is that we desire, so familiar that we know every detail of it. how it feels, how it looks, how it smells. All of it, using our 5 senses to really take that in. So much so that we could be going through our day and we can stop for a moment and we know exactly what it is that we desire because we've been focusing on it every day and all the details of it. And what that does is it creates a new state of being. And that's how we create and manifest our desires. But we have to create a new state of being first. And it's our emotion that brings it to us. Our emotions are powerful because it can't come without them. And not just any emotion, but it has to be an elevated emotion. Joe Dispenza talks a lot about that, and he says this: a clear intention married with an elevated emotion creates a new state of being. So an elevated emotion happens when you're moved by something, when you're touched by something, when your heart opens, you're listening to a piece of music or you're watching a film and your heart blasts open. You feel that elevated emotion. In 2008, I was working for a nonprofit that was very dysfunctional. I didn't discover that till I got in there. And I reached a point, it was so bad, the abuse was pretty bad from the woman who ran the organization. And it got so bad for me that I got sick. And doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, but it was difficult to walk for me. So when that happened, I realized I need to make a shift. I need to make a shift in my life because now I knew these tools, but I wasn't practicing them. And so I decided to change my focus from how awful this woman was and how horrendous this environment was to what it is that I wanted to create for my life. So I sat down and I wrote all the details. I want a job that allows me to express my full self. I want a boss that is supportive and caring and kind. I want an environment that is fun to be a part of. I want to make this certain amount of money, and I want the job that aligns with all my strengths and talents. And I wrote it down, and then I sat every single day, every day. I sat in meditation and I focused on what it is that I wanted. And when I would drive my car to work, I would imagine I was driving to my new job. I was focused, I was determined. And within 3 months, I got hired at another job. And that job had all the things that I had been focusing on. It had every single aspect of it, including a fun environment. I worked there for 13 years, and we laughed every day. And that was one of the things that I added in there. It was phenomenal. I elevated my emotions so much so that when I thought about my vision, I was actually excited about it. And I knew without a doubt that it was on its way to me. And the only reason I knew that was because every single day I focused on it. And when there was some weird interaction or some toxic interaction that I was having with my boss or the environment, I would then walk away, I'd close my eyes, and I would tap into that vision once again. I was not going to allow that to take me down anymore. And it worked. It worked. I share that story because it taught me what manifestation asks of us. It's not as simple as I want this thing and then it falls from the sky. It's just not that simple. It'd be great if it was, but it's not. It asks us to focus our attention on the thing that we desire, but not just once a week or every now and again, but every day, dedicating time to it. The last step that Mary Morrissey talks about is expecting. And so we expect that what we want is on its way to us. We expect it. And it happens automatically when we're doing all the other steps. It just happens. We just know that it's coming, just like I did. And that's a fun stage to be at. So we trust in this process. And we know that this is unfolding. And we do our work and we commit to doing the work. Nothing can grow if we don't nourish it, if we don't feed it, if we don't water it. A plant will not survive. And it's the same with our dream. It's the same with the things that we desire in our life. Affirmations are sweet. They're sweet. They help to bring us more peace. They help to shift some things within us, but they're not enough. They're just not enough. Unless we are committed to doing the daily work, there will not be a change, the powerful change that we want. And here's why meditation is so important. I mean, it is in general, yes, you hear us talk about that, but here's why it's important for this process. Some of you may be thinking, well, I don't like meditating, it just doesn't work for me, or I meditate, and I meditate 10 minutes a day. So that's a start. But 10 minutes a day, all that does for us is in those 10 minutes, we're able to just focus only on our thoughts that are planning what we're doing for the rest of the day and what we're having for breakfast and what we're doing on our to-do list, and then we bring ourselves back, and then we bring ourselves back, and those 10 minutes are spent a lot doing that kind of thing. So it really requires more of us. One of the things I learned from Joe Dispenza's work is that we have to get into what's called an alpha state. There's a difference between just sitting and moving into alpha. And alpha, all that means is relaxation. That wonderful, relaxed place. And there's plenty of stuff on YouTube if you want to look up alpha meditations to guide you in that process to feel relaxed. That's the powerful state that we need to be in order to manifest what it is that we want. The divine is always creating. It's its nature to create. We are emulating the divine when we are doing this in our life, when we are focused on our intentions and we are focused on our dreams. We are emulating the divine. How beautiful is that? Because we are divinity in form, we can emulate the divine. We can create whatever it is that we desire in our life. And the magnificence of the universe says, yes, I will meet you there. There will always be things that will distract us. There will always be reasons to not commit. There will always be things that will pull us away. How committed are you to living an extraordinary life? How committed are you to experiencing the peace and the joy and the freedom that you desire? Give yourself permission, full permission, to dream what it is that you really want. Give yourself that. What a gift it is to give to ourselves. We've been trained to think that gratitude is a thing that we do when we've received something. And that's wonderful. Certainly it's a wonderful thing to do. But what about being grateful for something that hasn't even happened to us yet? Something that hasn't even come yet. Joe Dispenza talks about the importance of gratitude in this process, that gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. The ultimate state of receivership. So when we feel gratitude for the manifestation of our greatest desires, when we can really feel gratitude, even though it's not here right now, it is going to come right to us. And we need to love ourselves enough to make these choices. We need to love ourselves enough to make these changes. Taking time every day to dedicate to our practices. Sundays, as special as they may be, is not enough. We have to dedicate ourselves to this work every day. If we want a different life, we have to be willing to do something different. And when we do, we are no longer a victim of our conditions. We are taking our power back. Joe Dispenza said, when we are greater than the conditions in our life, we are emulating Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Gandhi, and Martin Luther King. Amen to that. So let's choose this week to be greater than our conditions. Let's create powerful intentions for our life. Let yourself dream. You're not too old. You don't need to work all these other things out before you do it. All the things we think we have to do. Just let yourself do it. Let yourself dream. Let's create a daily practice of sitting and visualizing and focusing. And when we do this, we are connecting to that infinite consciousness, that pure potential, that beautiful field of pure potentiality. And then we feel that connection and we feel that bliss, and it comes into our life. And when we're sitting in meditation in that moment, you should have a huge smile on your face. That's when you know that you're in that right space. You can feel the smile on your face. And when you get up from your meditation, you get up as though your prayers have already been answered. You know that and you feel that in your being and in your heart. And then throughout the day, keep noticing, keep paying attention. When you're driving in your car, when you're at work, take a moment and just feel your manifestation already here. Give yourself that gift. Let's pray. Practitioners, please stand in high consciousness. And so, in this precious moment, in this time, we recognize and know that there is one presence, one life, one spirit that moves through all things. And we know that that presence and that power moves through each one of us, guiding us to hear this message today, guiding us in our life to take steps that will support us in realizing our dreams, guiding us to dedicate time to our practices so that we can experience more joy, more freedom, more peace, so that we can experience all that we desire and more. And so I am knowing that there is beautiful and amazing things unfolding for each person who is hearing the sound of my voice right now. I am knowing that as we express our dream, as we express that beauty and power within us and move through the world in a different way, in a new way, we inspire others to do the same. Our light goes out and touches and heals and uplifts all. And so we give thanks for this. We give thanks for the manifestation of our dreams. We give thanks for this process. We give thanks for life. And with great gratitude within us, we release this. We let it go. And so it is.
I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
Sing with us.
I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
All right, so it's now time in our service for our offering and our tithes. And I just ask that you take your tithe, you take your offering, placing it on your heart. And we just know that as we give, we receive. As we give with an open and full heart, it is truly a spiritual practice. And as we do that, we receive in return. And so let's just say our offering affirmation together. This gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all it touches. Freely I give, and joyfully I receive.
So this is a Karen Drucker song. If you don't know it already, you will by the end. It's very singable, it's very easy, and I'll call the verses as we go. If you feel inclined to sing with us, I would love that. Let's see. 1,
I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me.
Send my love.
I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me.
I send my joy.
I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me.
I send peace.
I send peace over the mountains. I send peace over the sea. I send peace into the heavens, and it returns to me.
I send my love.
I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me.
Thank you, beautiful. Thank you, Doug. And so I bless what has been given today, knowing that it supports all that we do in the coming days, weeks, months, years. And we just give such great thanks for all of it. And so it is. So I want to take a few minutes to talk about our intention program. All of you got a little slip of paper today when you came in with a QR code on it, and I'm going to talk about what that means in a sec. But we're first going to watch a little video that our amazing marketing person, Mary Lindsay, put together for us that talks about our intention program and what this is all about. Isn't that great? Yeah, she did a great job. So really what this is about asking for your partnership. We cannot keep doing what we're doing without your partnership, without your support. It allows us to do services on Sundays and do our kids program and offer classes and all of that. So we so appreciate your partnership in this. And so you have on your piece of paper there, if you are willing to take your phone out, you got to take your phone out, and put it over the QR code. I just want to show you, you're not going to fill anything out right now. This is just to show you how to do it. And it's going to take you to a form that you will be filling out at some point in the future. The reason we are asking this, this money is supporting all that we're doing. We're not going to do this, we're only going to do this once a year, our intention program, and it helps us to know what to budget for the new fiscal year. It helps us to know, Anne is nodding her head, yes, she's on our board. So it really allows us and supports us in many different ways to know what do we got. Now, you can put down whatever amount you want. We're not going to come after you and say, well, you put this amount and you didn't actually follow through. I will never do that. You can change your amount. You can, but here's what I would suggest you do first. Go home and meditate. Go home and sit with it. Tune into your heart and ask, what is your heart wanting here? What is your heart guiding you to do here? And then fill out the form. And it's an intention for your life. Whatever figure you put down, you're putting energy into that. And that's powerful for you, for your spiritual practice, because it truly comes back to you. It's your spiritual practice. And it's all energy. Okay, thank you. We appreciate you all very much and your support. All right, anybody here for the first time? Anybody here for the first time? Okay, if anybody's online, welcome. So glad that you are with us today. All right, let's all stand, placing your hands over your hearts. And let's say our closing benediction together. May we be at peace. May our hearts remain open. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature. May we be healed, and may we be a source of healing for all beings. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is all there is. And so it is.
release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. Oh, I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love.